Hello and good morning, Lobos, and welcome to UNM's Health and Wellness Days. My name is Marty Apodaca, and I'm a counselor here at SHAC. Previously, I served as a career development facilitator at UNM's Office of Career Services. I was there for about 12 years, and my passion is in serving students and trying to be useful to the UNM community. Today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about mindfulness and what that is. The reason being, we all have a lot going on right now. We're still in the midst of a global pandemic, and there's a lot of uncertainty around how things are going to turn out and how things are going to unfold. On top of all that, the fall semester has now started, and classes are online, classes are in person, and it's a lot of adjusting and a lot of uncertainty of ultimately what is it going to look like going forward. But with this uncertainty and with everything that's going on, this can also create a lot of anxiety in individuals. So, what is anxiety? Anxiety is your body's reaction to a perceived threat. Now, that reaction, it's the belief in the perceived threat that actually increases your body's anxiety. Fighting the thoughts and trying to fight anxiety actually increases it. So mindfulness is a way for you to reset. It's a way for you to be in the moment, but not only be in the moment, intentionally take steps to be in the moment. And mindfulness is wonderful because what you're doing by recentering yourself and by being in the moment, this gives you an opportunity to accept your situation. So we're not trying to pass judgment. We're not trying to think, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? It's just a thing. It just is. So once you can accept the situation, that kind of helps look at, okay, what are the consequences that are going on right now? And also, what is this situation is ultimately helpful to me? Is it harmful to me? And can really help clear your thoughts on what you can do in the moment to take control of your situation. So mindfulness is great. It can help boost your mood. It can help improve concentration, and it can just allow you to be in the moment. So I wanted to talk to you today about a couple of techniques that I would like to pass on. And the first technique is grounding. And what grounding is intentionally bringing yourself to the present moment. And there's a really helpful technique that I like to use. And what I have is this little stone, and it says determination. And that word just makes me happy because in this time we have to be determined to improve ourselves, to kind of get things done. But with this activity, it's nice to have a physical object and to focus all of your concentration onto this object. So hold it in your hand, and whenever I hold this rock, I see the word, but I can run my fingers over determination, and I notice that it feels very different than the other areas of the stone. And so the rest of the stone, it feels very smooth, it's nice and heavy, and it's kind of cool in my hands. But I notice it heats up the longer that I hold it. So right now, my total concentration is on this rock and just noticing the texture, noticing just the different things. And whenever I bring myself out, it's nice because my thoughts are cleared. I have focused on something that makes me very happy and just on this word and the meaning to it. But now I can kind of go on and start accomplishing tasks and really thinking about, okay, what do I need to do in the moment instead of that constant worrying and rumination about things that are outside of my control right now. So the other technique that I would like to discuss with you is called box breathing. So if you think of a box, it has 4 corners. And so this is a way to breathe in increments of 4. So if you start here at the corner of the box, it's taking a deep breath in for 4 seconds, holding it for 4 seconds, releasing over 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, taking your breath in for 4 seconds. So it's that cycle of 4. And the nice thing is, these are techniques that we have to practice. So ultimately you want to do this breathing in increments of 4 over 4 times. That might be hard at first, and I completely understand. But the thing is, it's practicing. Think about the first time that you ever rode a bike. You needed a little bit of help, you needed a little bit of support, and you had to keep on trying in order to take the training wheels off and to ride on your own. So it's okay to try these, and if you find your mind starting to wander, what I'd like you to focus on is kind of give yourself credit for attempting it, and think about how long were you able to hold your concentration on your object, or how many breaths were you able to take in before your mind started to wander. And that's great, celebrate that. I mean, you did something, you attempted. So with this, with the box breathing, I find it's helpful to place your hands on your stomach, because what a deep breath is, it's actually you breathing in to your abdomen. That fills up your whole lungs. So typically whenever we say deep breath, you almost think about going to the doctor's office and going like that whenever they put the stethoscope on your back. But that's actually not a deep breath, it's just filling up the top part of your lungs. So a deep breath, you feel your stomach extend out. And that first deep breath of the day actually feels really good. Like whenever your lungs get all that air, it's a really great feeling. So to kind of, if you'd like to do this with me in practice, and place your hands on your stomach and breathe in. Hold it for 4 seconds. Breathe out over 4 seconds. Pause for 4 seconds. Deep breath in over 4 seconds. Breath out over 4 seconds. So thank you for trying that and for practicing with me as well. And again, try it out. See how it feels. If one technique works better than the other, go for it. There's really no right or wrong in being mindful. It's really finding the mindful techniques that are going to work for you. But the nice thing about these two, breathing and then also having an object with you, is that you can practice these anywhere. What I would suggest, practice them in a place that you're comfortable first. So maybe your bedroom, maybe someplace where it's a little bit easier to focus. So that way, as you're building this skill set, you can take it to campus. You can practice it outside. If you feel your anxiety starting to increase, it's really nice to have a breathing technique that you could use in your car, that you could use in the line for the grocery store, and just really help calm yourself and bring yourself back to the moment. So thank you for listening, and we really look forward to having you on campus. Counseling services, we are up and running. We are conducting sessions virtually through Zoom, and also we do have the opportunity to meet with some clients live. So if you are on campus and if you want to start counseling, you would come in to Student Health and Counseling and start what's called a triage. And a triage is an intake of information to kind of determine the next best steps for you. So if you are feeling anxious, if you're feeling a little down or depressed, or if you're just trying to process your current situation and what's going on, please come in. Know that there are people here who want to talk with you and ultimately help you develop your tools to cope and to move through. So thank you very much for your time. Welcome back, Lobos, and best of luck to you this fall semester.